Peace and love, man. Hit that thumbs up button. Hit that notification. Sometimes the shit works, sometimes it don't. Uh so Pepsi, let's see, I'm learning this. Pepsi owns Quaker Oats and Aunt Jemima. I didn't know that. So they just decided they're gonna get rid of the iconic Aunt Jemima, uh, I don't know, I guess brand, and they're gonna call it something else and put something else on there. The Aunt Jemima character's been around for over 100 years. A lot of people think it's based off Mammy from Going with the Wind, but that is actually prior to Mammy. But it is, Mammy is bigger than just a character in a movie. It's really the big, strong, independent black woman that was programmed throughout the history of slavery. Black men were often intimidated by them. White women found them to be liberating. White men found them to be hilarious, and somewhat they got turned on to a certain degree, And that was Aunt Jemima. She was the big black lady, I got them pancakes, y'all. And she wore that bandana. And like I say, growing up, I didn't really have a problem with it. I'm almost 30. I'll be 30 in a few months. I mean, you knew it was offensive, when you got older and got hit to it. But I don't know, being black in this country, you just are taught to have thick skin, and you just don't let certain shit get to you like that. The Jews don't have to worry about seeing Nazi flags and Nazi memorabilia, but you could come down south as a black person and still run across a few Confederate flags. So all of these companies are pandering. I call it the black sympathy sweepstakes, where all of a sudden everybody wants to cater to our sensitivity. And it's not because they care, because they've catered to everyone's sensitivity in the last 20 fucking years but us. LBGT, Jews, Italians, Asians, you name it. Also, George Floyd getting killed all of a sudden, now y'all care about us. You know, Netflix, Hulu, Amazon, everyone has these Black Lives Matter categories and Black Lives Marketing, like some of my people be saying, where they're giving away like free black cinema movies and oh yeah, everyone's kissing our ass. But this is all a distraction to keep you happy and celebratory, whatever, so you can overlook the fact that there's no legislation being done, there's no policies being done to prosecute these police officers. I seen a video yesterday. A police officer pulled out a gun on 5 black teenagers, and the neighbors were screaming, "Don't shoot!" They're hanging people. It's just, the racial tension is as high as it's ever been in the last 50, 60 years. And these companies are trying to basically distract us. I'm like, fucking Aunt your mama, so you changed the pancakes brand. Who gives a fuck? Like, who, who cares? Like, are you going to change Miss Butterworth too? I always thought she was black. I think the next one to go is Uncle Ben. And that's the iconic. That's the most popular rice of all time. And that's another character that came out in the 1800s. And I used to always think Uncle Ben and the Quaker Oats guy was the same motherfucker. But, were you going to change the Quaker Oats guy too? I mean, there's a lot of stereotypical Jim Crow. And all these characters came out in the Jim Crow era, post-slavery, during that minstrel show era where they were putting on blackface and everything was just pick a nigga by the toe, make fun of black people, and white people thought it was hilarious. And they built these brands based off picking on black folks. And, you know, can't nobody lie and say you ain't ever had Aunt Jemima pancakes or Uncle Ben rice. I mean, I had some Uncle Ben rice just last week. I don't know if we just been desensitized to some of the stereotypes, but it never really bothered me. But this is what Pepsi, Quaker Oats, whatever, this is what they're gonna do. I just think it's a joke. You know what I mean? This isn't doing anything. I don't think anyone's jumping for joy like, oh, they got rid of Aunt Jemima. Some people are upset. It's mixed reviews. It's mixed feelings. Some people grew up on that, and they like, come on, what are you gonna call it now? But this is what it is, man. So no more Aunt Jemima pancakes. Uh, I'm pretty sure that everything will be the same, but they're gonna go with a other direction. And like I say, the pandering continues. They probably made a donation, to BLM. I'm not gonna say they made a donation to black people. They made it to BLM. But yeah, so Aunt Jemima's gone. All of that. Honey, you better watch out. You better shut up. You better sit down. That whole sassy, old school big black woman shit they used to push. That's what it was. And if you really dig deep into it, look at some of the old Aunt Jemima commercials. Like they really was wilding back then. So yeah, Aunt Jemima is gone. It's over. Let me know what y'all think, man. I'm out of here. Hit that like button.